Yuki Kawamura is one of the most unique players to ever step onto the basketball court. Standing at just 5 feet 9 inches, Kawamura might not fit the typical mold of what we think of when we imagine an NBA player. The league is filled with giants, athletes who tower over most people, so when you're only 5 feet 9 inches, breaking into the NBA becomes an uphill battle. But that's exactly what makes Yuki Kawamura's story so remarkable. Born in Japan, Kawamura grew up in a basketball culture where size often took precedence. In Japan, basketball players tend to be a little shorter on average, and the sport is often dominated by taller, more physically imposing players. Despite this, Kawamura showed from an early age that he had something special. He had incredible speed, quick decision-making, and an IQ for the game that belied his size. But still, being a short player in a sport that favors height posed a serious challenge. As a young player, Kawamura was known for his ability to play fast and his creativity on the court. While other players focused on traditional techniques and strategies, Kawamura's agility and ability to break down defenses with his speed and handles set him apart. His size might have been a disadvantage in some situations, but it also gave him an advantage in others. He could maneuver around defenders with ease, and his low center of gravity allowed him to change direction in the blink of an eye. He made a name for himself in Japan as one of the best point guards, and soon, he began drawing attention internationally. Despite his talents, Kawamura's road to the NBA was far from easy. The odds were stacked against him. Most people would look at his height and assume that a player like him wouldn't be able to keep up with the giants of the NBA. But Kawamura had a relentless work ethic. He spent countless hours honing his game, working on his ball handling, shooting, and court vision. He knew that to make it, he couldn't just be good, he had to be extraordinary. Breaking into the NBA as a short player is no small feat. Historically, the league has been dominated by taller players, with only a handful of shorter players managing to carve out a successful career. Players like Allen Iverson, Chris Paul, and Nate Robinson are some of the rare examples of shorter players who thrived. Yuki Kawamura wasn't just trying to make the NBA. He was trying to prove that height doesn't define a player's ability to succeed. Kawamura's perseverance paid off when he caught the attention of NBA scouts during international play. His performance was undeniable. His ability to control the pace of the game, break down defenses, and distribute the ball made him an intriguing prospect. But even then, the challenge wasn't over. NBA teams were still hesitant. Would his size be a liability in such a physically demanding league? Could he handle the speed and athleticism of taller, stronger players? Despite the skepticism, Kawamura's dedication paid off. He earned an invitation to NBA Summer League, where he showcased his unique skill set. He quickly proved that his size was not a disadvantage. Rather, it was part of what made him special. His quickness, ability to create space, and elite court vision were traits that no height could replicate. He outplayed some of the top prospects, and that was enough to earn him a spot with an NBA team. Today, Yuki Kawamura continues to defy the odds. He's carving out a niche for himself in the league, proving that a player doesn't have to be over 6 feet tall to make an impact. He's not just a role player, he's showing that with determination, skill, and heart, a player of any size can thrive. Kawamura's story is a reminder to everyone who faces an uphill battle that anything is possible with the right mindset. His journey from Japan to the NBA wasn't easy, but he's rewriting the narrative for short players everywhere. Kawamura's story isn't just about basketball, it's about resilience. He's proving that size doesn't define you. Your heart, work ethic, and passion for the game do. And Yuki Kawamura is living proof that sometimes the best things come in the smallest packages.